What's going on, YouTube? As you can see, I finally got that piece. This is what I was talking about. It's in there. Trying to get a good picture of this. Kind of hard to tell, but anyways, it's that little adapter. It attaches into the, where is it? It's right there. It aligns the torque converter into the flywheel. It's right there. I still gotta push the transmission a little more in and bolt it on. It's already in the pins. Well, let's get her on. I finally got the transmission on. It's finally on. When I was test fitting this bracket right here, in my last video I said, it should be fine. But apparently I didn't even notice that it's on the way of the connector. So what I've done here, I gather these bolts and these nuts, and hopefully I can make it work where I could pretty much put a spacing, pretty much to space the bracket down a little bit to clear that plug right there. So I'll be able to connect it, and we'll see how that turns out. Alright, so let's see. Alright, I ended up putting two nuts as spacers, and I think that should be enough room for that connector. If anything, I'll put another one, put another nut in there to lower at least the back one out. The back one, lower that one a little bit, and that should be pretty close. All right, guys. I don't know if I've mentioned what cross member I'm using for the trans mount. It's from musclerods.com. Now, that has a ton of adjustability. Let's see. Let's get in here. So that's where your stock. That's where your stock mount for the cross member, the stock one goes right there, and then on the other side, right there. So they have these brackets, they go right there. Same right there. Now, on my car, the way it should be, they give you this extra bracket. It attaches to that bracket, and then you gotta use these two existing bolt holes right here. But I don't know if you could tell, somebody tried to raise the car from there and bended the crap out of it. Now, I thought I was gonna have an issue, but apparently it worked out in my favor, because it's pretty solid right there where it is, and so it's getting support from the chassis right there, from the frame, and it's perfect. Another thing, it hits right there. I don't know if it's because the way my car is, but I mean, it's on there. It's solid. So yeah, and they give you all these shims to adjust the drive shaft angle, which I still gotta check. But you know, since I'm gonna have another drive shaft made, I'm probably gonna have to adjust it there. Alright guys, see ya. As you can see, this drive shaft is pretty rusty. I don't really trust it to handle the extra power. So this is just temporarily. I'm gonna have one made. If you guys know any drive shaft shops in the Chicagoland area, let me know. Alright, so I got the drive shaft in. This is the stock 96 Impala drive shaft. As you remember, that's the yoke for the 480. Now it's all the way in right now. And on this side, okay, focus. Now it's in, and there is some. There's supposed to be some play. Yeah, focus. You know, there's supposed to be some play in here. There is some play. It's just, you can see. Okay, this side's all the way in, but this side, it's. I know there is some play in there. I know there is some play. You gotta have some play in there. It's just that it's kind of wedged already in there, you know. But there is some play. You gotta have like, I don't know, 3/4, something like that. I mean, that's what I have. I don't know what it should be, but it does fit with this extended control arms, like I read online. And so there you go. So as I was saying, I got some gap in there. I don't know if that will be enough. I'm sorry about the noise. They're currently working on my house, but yeah, I don't know if it's enough. I know when the suspension goes, as it travels up and down, you're gonna have some wiggle room in here.